How do you sort out the so-called jargon from real-world practices that work? Do the members of your organization find some business or technology advice utterly confusing? Welcome to Real Talk with Sam Holcman. In this program, we set the record straight, and in terms that business people and technology people can understand. Now, here is your host, Sam Holcman.
Welcome to this edition of Real Talk. I'm Sam Holcman, and I'd like to start off with this broadcast with a number of statistics. Now, just like anything else, mathematical statistics or that you find on the internet, these are approximations, not exact numbers, and they can always be subject to revision because we have a real tough time with some data, as you'll see in a moment. So I'm going to start off with what I hope isn't startling, but is kind of surprising. It may be startling, and that's the compute power that has been gained by all of us over the past few decades. And it's always kind of nice to use a marker. So in 1969, a couple of days ago, the Apollo 11 lunar module, any of you remember that, had a certain amount of power to power its functioning. And think about the complexities, the incredible mass complexities about landing a few people on the moon. And what's more important than that is bringing them back again to Earth safely. So there's a certain amount of computing power in the Apollo lunar module. Now let's fast forward to today, your smartphone. So here's the statistic that we've been able to sort of research. Your cell phone, smartphone, has 120,000 times the power of the computer on the lunar lander. Let me repeat that number. 120,000 times more powerful than the lunar lander. Okay? One data point for you. Another data point. Estimate of the number of lines of code running out there today. And there are all sorts of phrases that you can attach to the phrase lines of code. So it's really hard, I know, to come up with an exact number. But the best number I can come up with all sorts of caveats, and if anyone wants to contact me for the research, behind this, I'd be more than happy to provide that, about 4 trillion lines of code. 4 trillion lines of code. All right? 120,000 times the amount of computing power, approximately 4 trillion lines of code. All right, let's talk about a few hacking statistics now. Last year, approximation, 22 billion corporate records were leaked. Ransomware is occurring, data from last year, every 2 seconds. Okay? Corporate data breach, average number, you know what averages are, of course, $5 million a breach. Okay? Next statistic, 30,000 websites hacked each day. Okay? Each day, 300,000 new malware instances are produced. Okay? Let's talk about costs. Estimates once again. Cybercrime, $6 trillion a day. Excuse me, apologies, $6 trillion a year. $6 trillion a year. Daily number is 6 billion, if you take that number. And if you want something even more startling, $11 million a minute. $11 million a minute. Why am I giving you all these statistics? What is that telling us? There has been an incredible leap in the compute power that exists for all of us. But our ability to handle that through software is really sad. And I can use other phrases, of course, around that. Fundamental reason for this is because we are still in maturity level 1, handcrafting, writing code. And until we recognize that's the root cause of all of this, so what we need is a quantum leap in understanding of how to use that computing power through software. And it is not by continuing to write code. It is to assemble code, which is maturity level 3. Maturity level 1, handcrafting. It doesn't matter if it's agile or waterfall or whatever it is. The concept is handcrafting. Maturity level 2, provide from stock. And of course, that particular set of programs, commercial off-the-shelf packages, are handcrafted also. Same issues. Maturity level 3, the concept is assemble to order. And our lives are surrounded by assemble to order. If you want an analogy to take away from this broadcast, think of a salad bar. Not a salad, but a salad bar. Think about 16 elements on that salad bar and how many salads that you can assemble. How many salads you can assemble. Assemble to order is the key. Orders of magnitude reduction in hacking, orders of magnitude reduction in cybersecurity cost, and incredible increases in the ability of the organization to actually have an agile enterprise. The key to an agile enterprise is quite simple. It's an architecture plus assemble to order solutions. Think about that. Think about these numbers. And you know when you can begin this journey? Next Monday morning. Until next time, stay healthy, stay well. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk. Be sure to join your host, Sam Holcman, again for another edition of our program. We'll have more real topics of discussion then.